So it's time for another video on this beautiful day here in February. I'm lakeside. I would show you the lake, but unfortunately then it messes up the whole camera angle and the sunlight and everything else. So you'll have to kind of see what's behind me. It looks like a volleyball net and a pool house. So these are the things that this 57-year-old would tell to my 19-year-old self if I had the chance. So first thing is, God is real, right? You know it to be true, and you might want to hide it at your age. I know that it seems like believing in God at certain ages can seem like a killjoy, but trust me when I say this is going to become really important to you over time. And you never know when that moment is when you'll meet your maker face to face. So give it some consideration. Knowing now what I do, you'll get there, but make sure that's an important part. That's what I would want to tell you if I was able to tell my 19-year-old. Next thing I would tell you is to take really good care of that lady you're dating. You might not know it yet, but she's going to be the one, and she'll be holding your hand through many ups and downs of life, through great victories and a lot of challenges. She'll be the one probably holding your hand as you're getting some medical diagnoses and information that isn't favorable. So take care of her, cherish her. She will become your greatest joy over time, and she'll be your life partner. That I can promise you. Next thing I would tell my 19-year-old self would be, time flies. You've heard this, but I mean, it really flies. I can't believe, back when I was a kid, the summer seemed to go forever. A day would go forever, especially if you're looking forward to something. You had an amusement park day planned for your birthday, or maybe you were going to the beach for a week, whatever it might have been. It seemed like the days would just drag on and on and on. That will change. It seems as though it's going so fast. And the only thing that we truly, I guess at the end of our lives, wish we had more of is time. Now I blink my eyes and a week has slipped by. Time is truly our most treasured commodity. Don't waste any precious moments. And sports, we might talk a little bit about that more. But how much time do you spend, or will you spend in your young 20s and 30s spending watching sports, watching others achieve their goals, their dreams? I'll find out, or I have found out now at 57, I've wasted a lot of time with that. And again, you don't get that time back. So once you realize that most of those things we spend time outside of family and work and friends is just entertainment. It's keeping you from achieving your real goals. Next thing, you'll have children. Okay, and I think it's more important that we raise those children to be independent than to be happy. I've learned as a dad that my attempts to protect my children, to shield them from the real world, only serve to delay the inevitable. They're going to go off on their own. The world is hard, and those with some degree of mental toughness have a fighting chance of doing really well, not just surviving, but thriving. So start your boys and daughter early with being as productive and confident ladies and gentlemen as they can be, while you still have influence in their lives. Next thing is, your finances are never final. You'll have ups and downs, moments when you feel safe and secure, and others when you just wonder how you're going to make it. You'll make mistakes and feel like you're overwhelmed financially at times, but keep it all in perspective. God owns it all anyway. Chill out and just give your trade the best you can. Okay? Next thing along with that is car payments, a waste of money. The older I get, the more I value my 2010 Toyota Tundra. The paint is peeling, it's squeaky, makes some noises it didn't make before, but really it's just a great metaphor for, well, me as I get older. It's kind of the same thing, and the older I get, the more I cherish the things that are unique about that truck. But I think my favorite part of owning a 2010 Toyota Tundra is the fact that I have no car payments, and have never had a car payment with it, actually, because I don't like buying new. It doesn't make any sense. I'd rather buy a car a couple years old, let somebody else break it in, buy it at a portion of the value that you would have spent when you purchase it new, and just not have a car payment. In fact, what I would suggest, and this is an old Dave Ramsey financial, I guess, tip, would be pay cash for a car, whatever the quality is. Doesn't have to be a great car. Just, maybe at the beginning you have to eat your little bit of humble pie and drive something that you can afford to pay cash for, and then get in the habit of putting whatever that car payment on a monthly basis would have been if you'd have financed it, put it in savings. You can do one of two things with that, right? First of all, in savings or an investment, there's a chance it's going to earn some interest, so it's going to make money for you rather than just be blown. But then you can put it towards either paying cash for a nicer car in time or just having that for whatever else you need. But you need to come to the sense of car payments make no sense. I know some folks that make little wage and have a very high car payment. And if you think about it, they're driving a net worth. I don't think that's very smart. Next thing is jobs and careers change. Okay? Staying in something that doesn't bring you fulfillment or joy is, I've learned, a terrible way to live. And I've had to learn that from experience. I've been in a job most of my career that was a lot of hours. The pay was usually pretty good, but it took me away from a lot of things. I missed a lot of things with the kids growing up, a lot of important moments in my marriage because I had to be on the road or do something else. And I just learned that you were created for more than simply checking off everyone else's boxes. Next thing is, muscles are great, but general health will serve you better over the long run than your buffed delts and pecs. Make sure you're exercising frequently to keep your heart and your organs strong, keep your blood flowing. Right now, I'm sure you feel invincible at 19, but again, time flies and that will change over time. So getting a good sweat in, getting used to a pattern of working out, again, getting that sweat on helps detox the system. And it helps those moments, honestly, when you're feeling down, depressed, anxious. Exercise helps all of that. So get into a good habit of exercising. Going back to money, put money in savings, even if it's only a small amount. A small amount of savings started early avails you to a wonderful thing called compound interest. And that over time, it could make your life easier down the road. So start early, even if it's only $1, $2, $10, whatever it is, take 10% of whatever you bring in. I would suggest 10% to your tithes, give that to the church, because in giving to other people, it's true. You will get back. But then 10% into savings, so you can build that savings account, because you never know when you're going to need it, want it. You're going to want to buy a house one day, or you're going to want to pay cash for that car. So go ahead and do that. Next thing I would say is quality beats quantity. Boy, married 33 years and going, raising 3 kids and just having a lot go on. I have spent more money on garbage. Things that I always tried to get that great cheap deal. And what I've learned is that quality truly does beat quantity. Okay, make it a habit to never buy the cheapest. We always go for the middle of the road. What is a great value, but maybe a little bit better price. We don't always go for the most expensive. We don't always go for the cheapest. And we're fortunate today to be able to find ratings and customer feedback on almost anything you want to buy. So trust the other folks. They're going to put some good comments out there and help steer you in the right direction. But if you can, spend a little extra money, maybe on fewer things, but get quality product versus a quantity of product. And then the last thing I want to talk about is your reckless behavior. Okay? Stop it. You're not special. And if you're not careful, you might be considered a jerk. A sports car and a lead foot are a horrible combination. If the need for speed to be cool in the eyes of some people is more important to you than the safety of the folks around you, well, you know what? You might be a jerk. Older folks, by and large, have slower reflexes, and you should be the kind of person that wants these folks to feel comfortable and safe in your midst, not worried or panicked. Don't be a jerk, okay? Be cool, take care of others, be kind, and remember, take care of that lady, because she will be with you through ups and downs, thick and thin, in a world that, quite honestly, in many cases, is not pulling for you. So it's great to take care of the ones that are. If you would, please like, subscribe, and share this video so we can encourage other people, because the Silver Sage Reflection is all about encouraging others, specifically seniors and folks that are near senior, okay, towards their best ending. Okay? So take care of y'all, and I'll see you soon.